I'm your man KP, and this time we're gonna find out how can we pour back into you to get to this point, breaking through that and being like, you know what? I did it like this, but let me show you what it's really about. Yeah. This is what really had to happen so I can get to this point. Yes. Okay, so we're back for another edition of Making a Moment. Like I said before, my name is KP, and you guys know the gist by now. Right now, I have an important question that I want to ask of all my Black gay brothers. How can we pour back into you? And what I mean by that is, how can we support you in ways that you need us to show up for? Because I feel like a lot of us ask people to show up in ways that are like for my art, are they for my movement or whatever I got going on. But like, how can I show up for you? Like, what love do you need right now? Do you need a hug? Do you need somebody to hear you out? Do you need somebody to give you some words of encouragement? Do you need somebody to just show up for you? Like, how can we pour back into you? And I think that's an important part of where we're at as a community and what we should be asking each other. Because the problem is not me versus you. The problem, because we can all eat. We're all at the same table. I do things the way that I do them. You do things the way that you do them. And we can find a valuable medium of how we can work together, but we need to know how to show up for you. That means being vulnerable. That means being transparent. That means having a safe space to talk about these conversations and be like, you know what? I didn't even realize I needed this thing, but I'm here now and I need a hug. I need somebody to just like listen to me for like an hour or two. Just let me talk and get this thing off my chest, because I feel like we're conditioned to be these hard people all the time. And sometimes you just need to be soft. Or you just need to say like, it's okay, or I understand, or I feel you, or like, even though I'm doing this thing, I'm making time to like show up for you, you know what I mean? So like with Making a Moment, the moment that probably is the most important to me is finding out how we can show up for you in the way that you need us to show up for you as a person. Not as a product, not as a caricature of who you think we need you to understand you as. Like, how you as a person, how can we show up for you? So that's going to be a very, very, very important part of my show, to ask the question, how can we show up for you? That's very, very important. So with that being said, how can we show up for you? I'm not going to leave that open-ended because you're going to watch the next episode. And when we come back, I'm going to show up for you just like that. Okay? So let's make that moment a moment. All right? Peace. This is what really had to happen so I can get to this point.